So you're trying to find that sweet spot in parenting, right? You want to be supportive and connected, but you also need to be, well, the parent. Today, we're going to dive into something called the Lighthouse approach, and it might just be the balance you've been looking for.
I mean, does this question even need to be asked? The constant negotiating, the endless explaining, the pressure to get everything just right, it's a lot. And if you're feeling totally burnt out by it all, trust me, you are in very good company.
And that feeling, it actually has a name. It's called modern parenting burnout. So many of us feel trapped between different philosophies, just trying to find a middle ground that actually works, and one that we can sustain without losing our minds.
Because you've got these two big camps, right? On one side, there's gentle parenting. It's incredible for teaching empathy, but man, sometimes it can make you feel like you have absolutely no authority. Then on the other extreme, you've got that super strict authoritarian style, which can just crush the trust you have with your kid. It really can feel like you're walking a tightrope.
So what do you do? How do you navigate this storm of parenting advice? Well, more and more, people are pointing to this idea of lighthouse parenting as a way to find some solid ground. Okay, so what exactly is lighthouse parenting? The term was coined by Dr. Kenneth Ginsburg, and it's really all about one thing: balance. It's the idea that you can be a stable beacon of unconditional love and a source of firm, clear limits at the same time. Just think about the metaphor for a second. It's perfect. A real lighthouse, it just stands there, strong and steady, no matter how crazy the storm gets. It shines a light to say, hey, watch out for those rocks. But here's the key part. It doesn't try to calm the ocean. It doesn't jump on the boat and grab the steering wheel. It trusts the captain to navigate their own ship. And that's the whole ballgame right there. Your job is to be that steady, reliable light on the shore. It's not to drive their boat for them or shield them from every single wave. It's to show them where the dangers are so they can learn how to steer for themselves. Okay, the metaphor is great. It's powerful. But how do we actually do it? What does this look like in the messy reality of day-to-day life? Let's get into the practical side of things. A fantastic place to start is with the 80-20 rule. It's super simple. For about 80% of their problems, let them try to solve it themselves. You save your big interventions for that critical 20%, the moments where their actual safety, physical or emotional, is really on the line. So what does that look like? Well, the 80% is all the small stuff that feels big in the moment. Struggling to zip up a jacket, those endless sibling squabbles, even forgetting homework. Those are all learning opportunities. The 20% though, that's the serious stuff. Real physical danger, moral issues like bullying, or situations they are just not equipped to handle yet. Now, this is a huge piece of being a lighthouse, and it can be a tough one. It's about setting firm boundaries without feeling guilty. And here's the thing to remember. Clear rules don't create fear, they create security. Kids actually thrive when they know where the lines are. And good boundaries, they come from a place of love and values, not just convenience. They're clear, you're consistent, and you give a simple, loving why. You know, we don't hit people because hitting hurts. Or you need to be home by 9 p.m. so I know you're safe. It's kind, it's firm, and it's non-negotiable. Okay, let's talk about maybe the most important part of this whole thing. And it's the one we always forget. You cannot be a steady beacon for your kids if you are completely running on fumes. Taking care of yourself is not a luxury. It is a core requirement of the job. So when you feel that frustration bubbling up, and believe me, it will, here's a little script for you. You are modeling how to handle emotions. You show them it's okay to feel angry or frustrated, and that it's our job to manage it. And you know what? Apologizing when you get it wrong might be one of the most powerful lessons you ever teach. All right, let's put this all into action. What does lighthouse parenting actually look like when life is happening all around you? This is where the rubber meets the road. Here's a classic. Your 10-year-old forgets their lunch. The helicopter parent instinct is to drop everything and race to the school, right? The lighthouse parent, though, they resist that urge. They let their kid experience the natural consequence of being a little hungry or having to ask for help. It's a powerful lesson in responsibility and problem solving. Of course, this whole approach grows with your child. For a toddler, it's just letting them choose that wacky, mismatched outfit. For a first grader, it's letting them pack their own school bag. For a teen, it's giving them more privacy and trusting them with bigger decisions. The principle stays the same. You're present, but you're not controlling. Oh man, our language is such a powerful tool. Instead of just yelling, "Be careful," which pretty much just creates anxiety, try asking a question that makes them think. What's your plan for getting down safely? It shifts the responsibility right back to them, and it builds their confidence. Or what about when you see them struggling with something? Our instinct is to jump in and say, "Here, let me do it." But what if you tried, "Wow, that looks tricky. What's your strategy?" The message you're sending is huge. It says, "I'm right here for you, and I have total faith that you can figure this out."
So, as we start to wrap this up, let's just zoom out and remember the long game. This isn't just about getting through another Tuesday. This is about raising kids who grow into capable, resilient, and secure adults.
In the end, it all comes back to balance. It's about holding two things that seem like they're opposites. It's love and limits. It's warmth and rules. It's unconditional support and growing independence. It's finding that beautiful sweet spot right in the middle. And I think this quote from Dr. Ginsburg just says it all, doesn't it? If your kid knows, deep in their bones, that they are loved, that they have guidance, and that you are a stable presence who isn't going anywhere, I mean, that's everything. So let's end on this thought, because it's so important to remember. The goal here isn't perfection, not even close. Your child doesn't need a perfect parent. They need a steady, loving, and present one. You're going to make mistakes. We all do. But you can always be their lighthouse. And that just leaves one final question for you to think about. What's one small way, just one little thing, that you can be a lighthouse for your child today?